Testing, testing. I hope my mic is on. I tried to film this yesterday and my mic was off. But hi everyone, how are you doing today? I am 10 subscribers away from 1,300 and I figured what a better time than to talk about how much YouTube has paid me in the past 2 years. Like I just said, at the time of filming this, I currently have 1,290 subscribers, and I started posting on YouTube in June of 2022, and it is April of 2025. So I guess that is almost 3 years at this point, actually. When I was first starting my channel, I loved looking up videos like these. I love to hear about other smaller channels and how they're doing and how they're progressing. I think so often we see people after they have blown up and we don't get to see that struggle that they went through. And it's actually a lot harder to find than you would think, because even the videos that get pushed to the top are the ones of people who are now doing great talking about things. So I just wanted to create a video that is more realistic and speaks to the smaller creators on here that have, you know, couple thousand subscribers. I feel like it's so hard to know people's growth stories, and big channels that I personally love, like Isabel Page or Eamon and Beck, I so badly want to know what their growth story was like and how long it took them to get where they are when they hit certain milestones. Is this their full-time job? Do they just do YouTube? How much are people making? And as much as I love watching creators who have hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, it can feel very defeating as a small creator with a long growth journey to see success like that all the time. And I think it is so important to find those smaller creators that are relatable to where I stand or where you stand. When do people make that transition into doing YouTube full time? How long can you really sustain doing a full-time job and doing YouTube? I think that people don't really take content creators seriously, and a lot of work goes into making these videos, especially on YouTube and long-form content in general. Not only do you have to think about video topics and scripts, you have to film from multiple angles, you have to edit, you need to create catchy thumbnails and titles. Otherwise, all your effort just goes to waste, and a lot of time is put in behind the scenes for you to see this 10-minute production that you probably just scroll by anyways. And it feels nice to know that I'm not alone in my own journey and have people that I can relate to online. I am going to talk about my YouTube journey and what it's been like over the past, I don't want to say 3 years, but 3 years. So for a little bit of context, if you're a new YouTuber, in order to be monetized on YouTube, you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And that needs to happen in the past 365 days. So in the past year, you have to accumulate that much. If you had a really great video the first year that you were posting, but then nothing really picked up after that, those video views won't count towards the following year. And so that might push you back. In the first year of posting on YouTube, I had gained 370 subscribers and 922 watch hours. My goal obviously was to get to that monetization point of 1,000 subscribers, but as you know, that did not happen. Now, fast forward, let's look at what the next year brought. Cypress, there's mommy's gut. I totally ate shit today we're parked in Florida. Sorry, few things. So if you're new here, I live in a school bus traveling full-time with my partner and our 4 pets. But today we're parked in Florida and we're parked on a pier, and there's a bunch of rocks before you get to the water, and we had bought Cypress, our puppy, a foldable pool so that he can cool off because he gets so hot. And I went to go fill up our bucket down the rocks with water to pour in his pool, and I totally ate shit. And so he just came up and is licking all of my open wounds, which is not great. But anyways, after posting for 2 years on YouTube, I was so close to monetization. I had gotten 930 subscribers in the 2 years and 3,200 watch hours, literally right on the edge of both of those. A month after my 2-year mark, I finally made it to the 1,000 subscribers, and I thought I was getting so close. 1,000 subscribers, 3,300 watch hours. I was almost there, and then everything fell apart. Now here's where things get tricky. As my subscriber count continued to grow, my watch hours were not keeping up with what I needed. Remember what I said about needing to complete the watch hours in 365 days? As my subscriber count continued to grow, my watch hours kept going down because that 365-day cutoff was now pushing my best video out of the frame. So by December of 2024, I was down to having 1,800 watch hours in the past 365 days. Now let's fast forward to 2025. If you didn't get the point already, after posting for almost 3 years on YouTube, I am still not monetized. I have made $0 on YouTube in the past 3 years. Now's a good time to disclose that YouTube is not my full-time job. I actually work remotely doing recruiting for a consulting firm, and that is my stable source of income because in the past 3 years, I haven't yet managed to get monetized. And it feels so silly to think that taking those 3 months off has set me back so far when I was so close almost a year ago to really reaching that marker. 3 years feels like a really long time to struggle to monetization. I think most people usually will make it in around a year if they don't just take off immediately. But then there are other people who've been posting for 4-8 years before their channel really takes off. And maybe that comes from a change in direction of what type of content you're posting. Right now, we've been posting a lot of bus content about our travels. I don't know if I'll ever get monetized, but I do know that I will continue to keep making YouTube videos and putting them out because it is my outlet of creativity at this point. It is something I love to look back on, like home movies for future kids or for my friends and family that don't really know what I'm up to on the day-to-day and I'm always moving around somewhere new. This really gives them a chance to feel close and connected to me still, and to just encourage people to follow their dreams no matter what they look like. They don't have to look like mine, and you don't have to move into a school bus, but I just want to be a voice on the internet that says there isn't one strict path to life, which is what society tries to tell us. And there are many ebbs and flows to that, and you don't know where your journey is going to take you. And really just to encourage you to explore what fuels you, what feeds your fire. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely feels a bit defeating to still be on this journey towards monetization and struggling to see the value that my content is bringing to other people. But not everybody makes it, and that's okay. I'm gonna keep doing what makes me happy. I love being able to look back at all the progress that we've made with our bus and all the places that we've been and all the little details that you would forget otherwise if you hadn't been recording them, like where the best pizza we ate was, or how we felt in that exact moment, or even watching our puppy grow as we film these videos. We have a documentation of his whole life. And I think that is so much more valuable than getting to monetization. Would it be nice? Well, yes, absolutely. I would love to get paid for something I'm already doing. So if you want to see this become a success story, please give a subscribe and a like. But for now, I'm gonna thank all of my 1,290 subscribers for sticking in there over the past 3 years. You guys are champs, and I really appreciate every single one of you. And let me know in the comments, as a fellow YouTuber, how your growth journey has been. Is this something that you're encountering? Did you just blow up right away? And I hope we can create a community in the comments that encourages everybody to keep going, because the struggle can feel real and it can feel defeating. So we need some hope and inspiration. And I hope I'm that for you, and I encourage you to be that for me. This is a reminder to myself that you're gonna make it when you least expect it. So keep on pushing. It's all worth it in the end. See you next time.